This time at the Quick Speed Shop, I'm going to show you how to change an alternator in the Ford Econoline van. So here it is. Here's my parts hauling 98 Ford Econoline van with 252,850 odd miles on it. And I've got a nasty squeal up front. It's a bearing noise. And I've already placed a lot of the pulleys and whatnot a few thousand miles ago and a new belt. But I put a junkyard alternator on it. And I think the bearing is bad in the alternator. It sounds like it's right up front here where the noise is. So I went and I bought a brand new Remy $100 Chinese alternator to put on here, because the alternators for these are horrendously expensive. They're over $200 for a good, real good, nice one, and $150 for a reman. So I went with a cheapie deal here, which I don't usually like to do, but this van isn't going to last forever, and I'm a little tight on cash, so we'll go with a $100 Chinese unit and see how it works. But first of all, let me start it up so you can hear what it sounds like. She's got a nasty bearing squeal right there in the middle, and I listened up top here by the airbox, and it sounds like it's coming from the alternator. So I'm going to go shut this off, and I'll pull it out of there and put the new one in. Alright, so the first thing I want to do, I want to disconnect the negative terminal on the battery over here. First thing to do is pull the air box. There's 4 8mm bolts here. Oops. This bracket's got to come out of the way to get to the alternator. Alright, with the 4 8mm bolts pulled out of the way, this unclips from the intake here and lifts up like this. Got to loosen the screw on the fitting here for the air hose. Pop the air pipe off. Pull this ahead, and got one wire connection here to disconnect. Come on. We can easily get to the alternator down here. Let me get some light on this situation. Alright, here's the alternator down in here. I've got a ground wire. I've got the main electrical harness for the van here. And what I got for wiring is you got a positive wire here going to the back side of the alternator. I believe is a 10mm. Move the main positive wire to the alternator. And there is a single terminal lead here. Pull that out, and then you got a 3-terminal plug, which is hard to see here on the back. So disconnected the wiring from the alternator. Next thing to do is to get the serpentine belt off, which is going to be hard to see, but down here, I'll use this for reference. Down here on the tensioner, which is over here, there's a way to put this 1/2-inch ratchet into the tensioner and take the tensioner off the belt. It's going to be hard to get into the engine and see it. Alright, I've taken the serpentine belt off by loosening up the tensioner down here with my breaker bar, which is over here. Now I'm going to spin the alternator. You can hear that squealing bearing noise. It's one of the front and rear bearings here. So that's definitely the squealing noise. Now to get the alternator out, there's simply 2 10mm bolts under the lower side of the alternator. Okay, remove the 2 bolts. They look like this. The alternator has a 3rd bolt on the back here. There is a 10mm bolt back here on this bracket, which also needs to be removed right here on the back. Short bolt in the back. Now the alternator will be free to come right out. You can see the hole left down here where the two lower bolt brackets are down here, and the sheet metal tab for the upper bolt is here. So this is the alternator I'd formerly put in. You can see it's got some dust on the front. Maybe that's the front bearing. Let's see if it's the front or rear bearing. It's the rear bearing back here is noisy. This was a reman unit I got out of the junkyard. So they either didn't replace the rear bearing or they used a poor quality one. It's a Motorcraft alternator that's been remanned. So I'll save this for a core. Let me go get the new one. Get ready to put it. Bam, here's our new alternator ready to go. You got the bolt up on top here for the back bolt and the two legs. Now, there are the two front bolts are different lengths here. The longer one goes on the driver's side. There's a longer boss on the front of that. So I'm just going to set this right back down in here. Simply hook it back up, same way it came out. Alright, we got the alternator back installed. The one single wire terminal, the tab that holds it down was pretty old and it's cracked and it wasn't sitting in there real tight, so I've taken a piece of black Gorilla Tape and I've just stuck it to the alternator over the top of the connector to help hold that in. One thing I had to do was the sheet metal bracket back here. I had to loosen up and adjust for the new alternator, but it's on there nice. And the only thing I got to do is hook up the serpentine belt, which hopefully hasn't come off too many passages here. There we go, it's back on there. Get the light over here so I can see. So this simply pulls up here. So I need to take my breaker bar and once again push down on the serpentine tensioner. Or pull up on it actually. It's going to be hard to see, but this will give me enough to get the belt on here. Just don't get your fingers caught in it. It's going to work it on over there. Bam. I'm going to let off. I'm going to take a light and make sure I'm on all the grooves straight all the way. Alright, our connections are all good. I'm just going to go ahead and start the van and see if it makes any noise. So there we go, we fixed it. We got the new alternator on here. The bearing noise is a problem. She's crystal quiet now. So I'm good for another 253,000 miles down the road. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Hold on, it's windy. I'm putting out new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Tell your friends, hit the bell for alerts, and we'll see you here again at the Quick Speed Shop. Whoa!